Hi, everybody. I have been resistant of coming on here because, like anybody else, I've been in the throes of sort of chaos and overwhelm and fear and anger and sadness. And um, I'm actually walking through my old neighborhood where I grew up, my first part of my life. And I thought it was appropriate to come on and just talk about some things. I was resistant to coming on and videoing and doing all these things that actually people have suggested. And part of it was because I felt like so many people are being inundated with so much information, directions. Those of us with small businesses, or businesses at all, like this weekend was probably very overwhelming for most of you, as it was for me, because all these relief applications were coming out and a lot of urgency around that. And so I think it was a bit of a rough time for me, needing to make some decisions about some things that I didn't feel ready to make decisions about. And so, quite frankly, I had locked myself in my room for like 3 days straight, not talking to anybody. And most of that time I found myself really struggling with anger, anger about a lot of things. And a few things happened during that time. On Monday, one of my best friend's mother passed away. And it helped pull me out of where I was, because I could be there for someone else in a really difficult time. It's a very difficult time right now for people to lose loved ones. A lot of people are not going to be with their loved ones when they pass. They can't celebrate their loved ones the way we would traditionally do. But what has happened in that time is, I woke up yesterday morning. So yesterday morning was my mother's birthday. And I heard this voice that literally was saying, "Stop being stupid." You have your loved ones right in front of you, and it's time to connect. It's time to reconnect and not make this day another day in silence. So I have been, when I'm in these modes of being really shut down, it's hard for me to even make eye contact with people, because I'm afraid if I am actually seen, what I'm feeling will be acknowledged and I'll just lose it completely. So whether that's anger or sadness. And we're all going through major grief in so many ways, and obviously there's stages of grief. There's denial, there's shock, there's anger, there's sadness. And for a lot of people, you haven't even cried yet. You're still in shock and denial about some things, and that's totally normal. And you got to honor where you're at. So having been in anger and really getting to release some of that anger has helped me move into gratitude and sadness. It's allowed me to access the sadness I was experiencing and the real grief I have, not just for the planet and my friend and all the families that are losing loved ones right now, or that are separated from their loved ones and can't be with them in this very particular moment. But it really allowed me to also remember that we all have a role here. And, we're really kind of being asked to choose whether we want to evolve or we're ready to die. I mean, that's a little bit on the literal side, and that can sound a little dramatic, but I think we're really being asked to do both. We're being asked to allow who we were to die so we can be birthed into the person that needs to be here for this next world we're walking into. We'd be foolish to think that our world will be the same after this. It's already changed. And we've got many more months of processing this in different ways. So my resistance was, who am I to come on here and start giving, who wants to hear more things? And I take for granted that as a healer, I'm surrounded by a lot of healers. I'm surrounded by a lot of people who kind of operate on a different plane, we'll call it, that really see the benefit. And I do. Most days I actually see what's going on. And when I saw how much I was struggling this weekend, I was like, well, what use am I to anyone if I can't get it together? And then I remembered I'm a human, no different than anyone else, and that every single person is going to go through this. And the difference I might have versus other people is I'm surrounded by people that keep me on task for that mission to help the planet. And provide a perspective that maybe others aren't hearing. And it's my responsibility to look at my direct surroundings, Verona and Caldwell, New Jersey, this direct area of Essex County, which is probably I think the second highest hit county in New Jersey right now. Of course, people need support right now, and they need some perspective to help them get through maybe an hour or a day or a week, whatever it is. I don't know when this video will land on your phone or computer, but I have to trust that if I'm being called and asked to do this, then I need to just honor it and not worry about all the people who won't watch it. I don't care. I mean, I just care about that one person. It might actually help. So that's really the thing I wanted to share with everybody, is to honor where you are, and that can be in any one of those stages. But to honor it, I think a lot of what we're used to doing is trying to move through it, escape it, and the planet is not letting us do that. Nowhere on this planet. Everybody's being quarantined. The unusual thing about this moment is this isn't like, a war in a country, or, famine in a country, or a terrorist act in a country, or a natural disaster in a country. The entire planet is participating in this moment. And that there is some great wisdom that comes when everybody is being asked to do that at the same time. So the only thing you have to do is honor yourself and listen to yourself. I just got off a call with a friend who's struggling with ear pain, and what she believes to be a double ear infection. And I like to remind people that each of our organs, from a Chinese medicine perspective, they open to an orifice, so the nose, the mouth, the ears, the, anus, etc., like all the different ways that things can, we have an opening in the body. And the kidneys open to the ears. And the kidneys are what hold our fear. It's our nervous system. It's tied to our adrenaline. It's tied to all of that, and a lot of our hormones. So when we're struggling in these moments, it's going to present in different ways. Some people who are dealing with more grief and anxiety are going to feel it in the chest. Some people who are feeling it more like anger are going to feel like their body is super tight. People who are worried are going to have digestive issues. It's going to present in different ways. And that's the beautiful thing I love about Chinese medicine, is it helps us tune into that on multiple levels. And so that's all. I just wanted to honor where you are, honor where I'm at, and remind us each that we're all in this together, and none of us will escape this moment to make a choice. And when I said that about choosing evolution or death, I don't want that to sound like the people who are choosing to die in this moment in time are weak or getting out of something. They're actually just following their mission, what their soul is asking them to do, because no differently, some of them we're going to need on the other side, helping us and guiding us from a different, less limited place. So it's our job to tune in and listen to those that are passing on. And yesterday, with my mom's birthday, I heard this message of stop being stupid and connect with my parents. I'm very lucky to still have them. I'm actually lucky to live with them. I'm lucky to be involved in their day-to-day life. I'm lucky to process this with them. I'm lucky to make major decisions with them. And, our society otherwise might say, you're a 40-something-year-old woman still living with your parents? And I say, yeah, because that's actually it's the best thing for all of us right now. And that's our journey. That doesn't have to be your journey, but that's our journey. And I have so much gratitude for that, even though there's moments I have anger about it. So anyway, I just wanted to wish you being okay wherever you are. You're going to be going through moments of grief in major waves. It's going to look like a lot of different things, and none of it's wrong. And don't be afraid to take time to be by yourself and lock a door maybe and say, I just can't talk right now. The wisdom is inside of us. It's just a matter of remembering that. So sending you all love, sending you all healing, sending you all a good journey ahead, because we will all be on a journey together. And I hope that at the end of all of it, you will see just how much you did and worked through, and you were birthed into the light that you are. Love you.